สัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะbow bow bow so please sit relax good evening everyone how is everyone doing feeling good or feeling great it's different between feeling good and feeling great okay keep yourself energetic okay we only have 7 days actually 5 more days see how time go very quickly okay หลวงพี่ is Venerable Narongchai okay and that's my name okay my name is Luang Pi Narongchai okay and I'm really glad to be able to make it to be with you this time this is the 4th batch of the DMR okay and last time we had about 23 participants this time is like double okay so there's an old saying in Christianity said and like they said God always put the right people into your life at the right moment and I believe it's true and the Buddha said similar things everything happened for a reason okay not by coincidence it meant to be for everyone to be here in the 4th batch of the DMR at this time of the year with this teaching team it meant to be okay nothing happened by accident so I again Luang Pi would like to welcome everyone to the DMR retreat and I myself is very excited okay I just finished my 1 month retreat myself I share with you my merit too too it's absolutely awesome great time to be free from the whole world to be able to away from my phone and all worries okay so we only allowed to do 3 things we allowed to sleep we allowed to eat and we allowed to meditate that's it once you enter you cannot come out until the training is over imagine yourself have that opportunity to stay 1 month with your own self meditating okay and not just meditate alone we meditate with a team and we meditate under the guidance of the meditation team which they're very expert on doing that so it helps us to shorten our journey to success in meditation like Luang Pi Daniel mentioned this morning okay he had to throw away of 19 years of experience of doing the wrong thing for a very long time okay with the help of the tutoring team with the meditation team that's gonna help you to make progress a lot faster okay so and again don't set your goal too high okay no one's gonna be enlightenment at the end of this week and that's for sure so take it easy look at this 1 week as a gift that you give to yourself it's a gift of a lifetime that you give yourself time for meditation and after this week your meditation will be improved you will get a new body of knowledge that you can take with you and you can practice when you go home so and you have come to the right place at the right time and like to emphasize that so keep yourself excited about this journey okay so you are going to invest a lot of things time energy money effort to be here okay sometimes I look at time is like money we either invest on it or spend all of it if we spend they're gone forever if we invest we may have a chance to get it back abandon more of it so this is what you are investing for yourself in this week and I realized that we have less than 2 weeks for the 2019 it's going to be gone and when it's gone forever we cannot take the time back to fix things So look at this week as a gift that you can step back, relax, reflect on your own life, and get yourself ready for the new year. So stay happy. Okay, meditation supposed to be simple, supposed to be a happy activity. This is not 1 week of suffering, of sitting in pain and be patient. You don't want to be here to practice patience. Okay, and that's what I have encountered myself. When I sit, maybe too much discipline is not that good. So I remind myself, I always show up before time of meditation, and I will sit until the end, whether 1 hour, 2 hour, or 3 hour session. But do I happy of doing that? Honestly, not really. I sit in pain. I hope that the pain will go away. Hope that something will happen in my meditation. I have been doing that for many years. I can sit 3 hours. Sometimes I test myself, I can sit for 6 hours. Physically, it allows me to do that. But internally, I like to scream. I like to quit. But that's the wrong doing. Okay, you don't have to do that. Okay, you are here to be happy. You are here to learn something that, even though you are consider yourself an experienced meditator, there will be plenty of room for you to look deeper, to improve your practice. Okay, so start from tomorrow, I believe you will have a chance to meditate and ask questions in the small group. Okay, so ask your mentor any question. They are here to help you. Each one of us may have different obstacles. Okay, so get to know yourself, work on that, and let's see the result. Okay, so relax, enjoy. Okay, don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about what's happening next after you go home. Okay, in order for you to gain the most benefit of being here, you should be here physically and mentally. Okay, the nice thing about 1 month retreat is we have a chance to meditate continuously. Okay, the schedule is set for 8 hours a day, 4 sessions a day, but you don't have to if your body not allow you to. What I learned is 2 things. If you love meditation, you want to master your meditation, you must love exercise. You must love exercise. After 1 week, my body not allow me to go further. So much pain. So I'm a kind of lazy person to do exercise. And now it's time for me to be more disciplined on that area. So there was never a single day that I am not doing exercise, even though I don't like it. And I see right away, improve. Because the key of meditation is body relax, mind relax, that's it, period. If these 2 components still, having difficulty, you need to work on that. Your mind may ready to be meditated, but body is too full in the afternoon session. You eat too much, you have less water in your body, you feel sleepy, you have sleep a few hours last night. Everything affect your meditation. So if body is fresh, mind is fresh, that's it. You do nothing. Happiness will come, occur, join 1 hour, 2 hours, and that's what I found. The second thing is once you throw away your attachment, especially this little device, it's very helpful, 100%. When was the last time you turned it off? You live with it, you eat with it, you sleep with it. And when you're in the retreat, I encourage you to put them aside. iPad, iPhone, computers, you here, to go deeper. So whatever it takes, all activities should help you to bring your mind back inside. But these things drag your mind outside to the world. So just turn it off. But again, you work on that area and just give you an idea. Body relax, mind relax, that's it, period. No secret about it. Okay, so again, welcome everyone. My job back to the main temple, I am in charge of the international ordination. So basically, I help foreigner, everyone who wants to become a monk. So we run 2 training simultaneously in English and Chinese program. Okay, in July to August, 35 days. That's the main program. Sometimes we have a minor program during the year in winter. Sometimes we have ordination in Japanese, for Japanese people. So, but the major training is in July. If any man in this room are interested, let's keep this information in mind, and perhaps you can learn a different level of, a simple life, a different dimension of, how to live good life and practice meditation in this kind of uniform, in this kind of lifestyle. Okay, back in the forest, in the nature. Okay, so and we always said, give yourself a gift of a lifetime, give yourself time for ordination. So in the same token, I like to say and copy this phrase to you, that you are giving yourself a gift of a lifetime because you give yourself time for meditation. And you will not regret of making this decision. I can assure you that. So just stay focused, okay? Do whatever it takes, adjust yourself to the new schedule, new lifestyle quickly, and then just enjoy the program. Okay? Anybody feeling hungry now? No? You sure about that? Okay, refreshment is available. Okay, enjoy yourself. Okay, so the third thing I learned to take care of. In order to have good meditation, we must have good health, maintain good health. 6 hours of sleep has to be there daily. I don't take a nap. 6 hours for me is enough, so I can remain fresh all day. 2 meals a day and less meat, moving toward vegetarian, vegans. I experiment my body, and now I found it, the balance. So work on that. Okay, Thai food is very tasty. So be careful when you enjoy breakfast and lunch. Okay, so and that's me. Okay, back to the main temple. Only tonight we will have the Dhamma talk first, and then we meditate about an hour. So the talk about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and then we take a break for the toilet and have some drink, and then we meditate from 8 to 9 p.m. But from tomorrow on, there will be it's opposite. We meditate first, from 7 to 8, and 8 to 9 is a Dhamma talk. Okay, so Luang Pi will spend time with you a few days. I have 3 sessions, 3 evenings, and then I'll probably head back to the main temple. Okay, so sit back, relax, enjoy. This is not an official lecture or anything. Just pick up here and there. Okay, I like to use Luang Pi Daniel word is sabai sabai. Okay, throughout this week you're gonna hear the word sati sabai, sati sabai, sati sabai. Okay, get familiar with it. Okay, so the topic tonight is about loving kindness. Okay, what it is and why should we know or learn about loving kindness, and how do we practice loving kindness. Okay, I believe many of us familiar with this word, the loving kindness. And how many of you know the meaning of the loving kindness? When did it start? What is this word originate from? Okay, so we get to that. We get to know what it is. We get to know why should we know about it, and we get to know how do we practice loving kindness. Okay, so back to the main picture, the big picture. We are going to practice meditation. We want to be better in our meditation. But back to the question, basic question: what is meditation anyway? Sometimes the question is too easy. We don't know how to answer it. What is meditation anyway? Okay. So to keep it short, meditation is training the mind to be still. Training the mind to be still. Okay, there are 2 keywords, actually 3: training the mind and stillness. Somehow the mind happens to be the most complicated entity or object in the universe. We have no idea. We have very rare knowledge about our own mind. We don't even know where it is. We can't even see it. But now we are going to train it. You see how difficult? Okay? But this loving kindness practice is considered as another tool that available that help you to improve your meditation more effectively. Okay? So, during the weeks you may be introduced different kind of tools. Okay? And maybe if you face some difficulty in your practice, you ask your tutor. Okay, they may give you different tools. Okay, because each individual have different difficulties. Okay, so loving kindness is one tool that available that Luang Pi would like to introduce tonight. And from tonight on, in fact, I like to say, at the end of every session, we should practice of sharing loving kindness. Okay, I test it myself, and it's really worked for me. Okay, every time I use the technique, it works all the time, 100%. That calm my mind down, easy to let go, and feeling good about myself and love myself, no matter what happened 5 minutes ago. But before I meditate, sometimes I share loving kindness first, and then put myself together. Forgive, forget, let go, and then meditate. And the mind will come to a standstill by itself. It works, it just works. Okay, and in the Buddhist text, did mention this many places about the benefit of sharing loving kindness and the power of metta or loving kindness. Okay, which we will get to that tonight. Okay, it's originated from the Pali word called metta. How many of you are familiar with the word metta? Metta is the Pali word. Okay, it appears throughout the Buddhist text or the Buddhist scripture or Tipitaka, whatever you're familiar with. Okay, it's called metta. Metta, English tend to use the word loving kindness. Okay, loving kindness. So, well, this batch is special. You have the seem like the youngest participant ever joining us. Welcome. Okay, so metta is a loving kindness. Okay, and if you look at the meanings, okay, from websites, from books, okay, I try to collect a synonymous of the word loving kindness from several scholars, and this is what I found. Okay, the universal love, unconditional love, goodwill, friendliness, benevolence, concord, inoffensiveness, and the last one I like the most. It's mental liberation. I never thought of that. I did experience that, but I never thought of this kind of vocabulary, that loving kindness work as a mental liberation tools. Okay, keep this information in mind. When you practice, you may be experiencing this by yourself. But as a Buddhist monk and a Buddhist study student, I usually go back to the original source to check from the Buddhist text. Whenever I hear something, I learn something from the monks, from the books, as my nature to go back to the primary source, what exactly that the Buddha said in the text. Okay, so one meaning that I found, and I really like it. Okay, this is not from the Tipitaka, but it's from the scripture called the Visuddhimagga. Some of you may be familiar with that, but English is called the path of purification. Okay, this is one of the most venerated Buddhist texts in Theravada Buddhism, especially in Myanmar and in Laos. Okay, in this book, it translates metta to the strong wish for the welfare and happiness of others. It's very clear, simple, get to the point. Strong wish for the welfare and happiness of others. And that's what it said in the text. To me, I heard of the word metta, I believe, from this concept, the four sublime state or the Brahma Vihara. If you're Buddhist, you may be familiar with these four things that the Buddha teach us. Okay, this is the conduct, the ideal conduct that we should practice in living with others. It's called the four sublime state or the Brahma Vihara. maybe something wrong with the signals. Okay. So that's the first time I heard about it. So I just want to introduce this to you, and I hope that it's helpful. Okay, to get to know them, in general. Okay, there are 4 of them. That's why it's called the 4 sublime state of mind. Okay, it's the first one is loving kindness. That's the first time I saw the word Metta when I study Buddhism. It's following by the second things called compassion or karuna. And the third one is sympathetic joy, and again, it's the Pali called mudita. And the last one, number 4, is equanimity or upekha. Okay, whichever you feel comfortable. Okay, if you feel like Pali is difficult and not familiar with it, that's okay. Just stay with the vocabulary that you feel comfortable with. But when you go back and read or study by yourself, this is something you're gonna find. Okay, from the website, from the books. Okay, loving kindness is metta, compassion is karuna, sympathetic joy is mudita, and equanimity is upekha. What are those things? What does it mean? And how can we apply this to our daily life? How can we practice it? How can this help us to improve, the quality of meditation, or perhaps the relationship, between you and your colleagues? This is very important. Okay, but tonight we will focus only on the first one. Okay, that's my main purpose of tonight's sharing. Okay, so loving kindness is. I like to put in this parable. Okay, we as a human being, we have an okay day, bad day, and a good day, and a great day. Okay, life is good, it's normal. Today is okay. Everyone's here. It's okay. You're healthy. You're happy. You can eat. You can walk. Life is good. This is an okay day. Okay, but sometimes things happen. Okay, it's going down a little bit. Okay, you don't feel good about it. Things happen. Business doesn't go well. Your health doesn't go well. Relationship doesn't go well. Okay, and that's a bad day. And all of a sudden, things happen. Maybe you get promoted at work. You become the boss. You win the lottery. Maybe you become successful in something. That's a good day. Life's going up again. When everything is normal, okay day, we can apply what it's called metta or loving kindness to people that we know. Now, Dong Pi can share my loving kindness to you. You can share loving kindness, among your friends and to everyone you know, because life is okay. But when things goes wrong, okay, things happen. Okay, a friend of mine may have run into some sort of problem. He may get laid off from work. He may got into an accident or something. This is the time we need to apply the concept of compassion or karuna. Compassion, not just feeling sympathy. You must take action. If there is the earthquake happening, the flood happening, tsunami happening, we do something to relieve the pain and suffering of others. And that is called karuna or compassion. Okay? And the third one is sympathetic joy. Okay, when someone having a good life, you feel gladness on someone's success. At work, your friends in the same level may get promoted before you. How do you truly feel toward your friends? Do you truly happy and joy of his success or her success? And this is what we lack of in the world nowadays, of sympathetic joy. We're not truly happy when someone better than us. When someone happy, when someone success, say, should be me. This is what we lack of, the sympathetic joy. That's what the Buddha said. No, this is something you must master and practice in order to have good relationship and happy life when living with people. Sympathetic joy. When you hear someone having a good meditation experience, they may see things, they may be feeling good, but yourself still in the darkness, swimming in the darkness. You should anumodana, happy, rejoice in your merit. Not just why me, I always came first. I leave the last person, but nothing happened in my meditation. Keep on complaining. Why not me? To be that person. That's sympathetic joy. That's what we need. Okay, and the last one is equanimity, ubekha. What is equanimity anyway? We have good day, we have bad day, we have okay day, bad day, and a good day. Ubekha when something is out of your control, when it happens. For example, you may be and your team plays football or the soccer. Okay, you have been trained and practiced very hard for the whole year. Expect to win the game at the end of the year. However, after you did your best, at the end, the team did not win. Instead of finger pointing, find fault in others, stop doing that. Just let go. What can you do about it? Can we fix it? No. But we can do something about it next year. What happened? What went wrong? After all the game plan that you had, after all the practicing that you have, how come you still did not win the game? And fix it and work on it. And try again next year. And that's the ubekha. So, a lot of things that you can't control. Someone you love passed away. What can you do about it? Let go, understand. It may be hard to accept, but we have no choice. And that's something the Buddha said, practice it. If you practice 4 of these in your daily basis, with everyone that you know, everyone that you don't know, all the stranger, you can feel that your quality of your mind is different. You're not the same person. You will be more sympathy to others. You will have more understanding. Your life, your mind will be easy to let go of a lot of things that you don't like. Okay, so, but again, Luang Pi already mentioned that tonight we will focus on the first one, the loving kindness. If you are interested of the detail of these 4 sublime states, go back and study. The power of loving kindness. So I did went back and check when was the first time that the Buddha teach or talk about Metta. And what I found is that the first time he started talking or mentioning about Metta was when there was a problem with a group of monks who meditate in the deep forest, and they were encounter some sort of ghost or spirit, the tree spirit that keep haunting them. Okay, in Thailand we have the forest tradition. This is something similar. The forest tradition. These monks love to spend time in the forest. They don't like to be in the city. We are the city monk. But it doesn't mean I don't like the forest. I do. I really do. I was born in up country, born in the mountain, and that's my home. I really do. So the monk go to the forest, seek for the quiet place to meditate, seek for the place that's surrounded by the nature and away from busy and noisy city. That's why they go stay in the wood, have a small cell and stay and meditate. They have 1 meal a day and find some place that not too far from the village so they can get food. Okay, and then the rest of the day they just do nothing but meditation. The Buddhist monk back then in the time of the Buddha, they went out arms round in the morning to get food, and then they walk back. They may find to sit under the foot of tree or the cave or the empty house, and they just sit there, enjoy their breakfast, clean the bowl, and what they did all day was usually meditate. There was no school for them to attend. There was no temple nearby. So people just on their own practice. Basically, they do the mind training by themselves. So similar to this, the reason we are here, we want to have a quiet place to meditate. This is it. We want to have a place by the nature, okay? The place where you can sleep comfortably. The food, tasty, healthy, okay, and nice people. Okay? This is the environment that Luang Por Thanajayo, would like to provide, especially special group like this who have come a long way from home. Okay, this is a very warm welcome and very kind of Luang Por Thanajayo that prepare everything for you. World Peace Valley has been built, I believe, more than 15 years. I came here when there was nothing, 12 years ago. Nothing. We just start planting the trees. They dig the ground and do a lot of things. And now, okay, how many of us here for the first time in this place? Wow, amazing! Welcome. Okay, so this is people who have a lot of bun or merit. Okay? You don't have to do anything. You come and everything is ready. So, perfect place to meditate. You have nothing to be worried whatsoever. So ask yourself at the moment, what is it that worry you, that not allow you to make progress in your meditation? You worry about food, worry about mosquito, worry about noise, weather, besides the snoring at home. What else? Right? This is perfect. So the monk go to the forest to find place to meditate. And that group of monks went to a certain forest that dwell with by the tree spirit. Okay, I was surprised that the Buddhist text mentioned about the spirit or the ghost. I don't know if in your culture have something about ghost and spirit. Maybe not. Okay, but here it did mention in the text. So the tree spirit, not three of them, the spirit that stay in the tree. There are many of them. Okay, so they came out and then they scare the monks and they're very terrifying looking, and then sometimes they show up with the ugly looking, like the body without the head and the head without the body hanging in the tree, and the monk got scared and they didn't know what to do. By the way, have anyone experienced that kind of feeling, that's seeing something like that? Hopefully not. Okay, so tonight there's a good news. There's a way to deal with that. Okay, see, without having the right teacher and the right teaching, we have no clue what to do. So the monk rushed out of the forest and locate the Buddha, and then they asked for his advice. Buddha, this is what we, having difficult time, with all the ghosts keep sending the ghostly noise and show up ugly and very scared. What should we do? We really like this place. It's peaceful, it's green, there's waters, the air is fresh. For those of you who love this kind of surrounding, you know what I mean when you're in the forest. Quiet, serene, peace. You can just stay there all day. So the Buddha instruct them the technique that called Metta. That the first time that Metta appears in the Buddhist text. It's called the loving kindness. So he teach them how to do it. And tonight we're going to practice it together. Okay? He teach them how to do it. So the monk practiced it, master on it. They came back and then they did what the Buddha told them to do. So they share loving kindness. I don't even know I can speak to the spirit. I don't even know I can share the merit or the good feeling to the spirit or to someone that's not a human. So without teacher and the right teaching, how do we know? So it's important for you, in order to become successful, to find the right teacher. Yes. Okay. The question is, can spirit kill you? Have you heard something like that on the newspaper? On the internet? Okay, interesting. It can scare human, okay, but from my experience, that from the book that I read, from my study, there's no incident that the spirit kill human being. Okay, so it can scare you. Okay, so there is a way, okay, for you to. Not everyone can experience that or can see that. Okay, there has to be in the right channel. Spirits is like the energy. Okay, maybe here we just don't see them. Okay, it's like the energy. Okay, sometimes if you there's a research done, and when every time when there is an accident, someone dying. Okay, if we take a picture from the phone or from the camera, sometimes we capture something that the human eye cannot see, and that's the energy of the spirit. Okay. Okay, so if you are interested on this side, there are a lot of material for you to go deeper. Okay, but not tonight. So the Buddha teach them how to practice loving kindness, and the loving kindness, we can practice is the method for gladdening the mind, as the way to strengthening concentration, the way to overcoming fears, and as the way to live, in harmony with people in the communities. If you continuously share your loving kindness, okay. Once your mind is linked to loving kindness, your mind is free from thinking bad of others, and therefore you will have no enemy, because your mind is pure. Okay, that's cause and effect. So, and the monk did it, and spirit goes away, so they can happily meditate in that forest, and that's the end of the story. See the power of loving kindness. And I did that. This is me a few years ago. And like I said, I like to find time for myself to meditate in the forest. And I did that twice in my life as a monk. I found the secluded temple in the north of Thailand. It's quite serene. At the same time, it's very scary looking. Even the daytime, you hear nothing but the sound of the bird and the insect. You hear nothing. Forget about at night. There's no human being come to the temple. That temple is almost empty. There was one monk who in charge of the temple. He is young, and he liked to be alone. And he built several cells, and it's kind of far away, and there's no electricity. Okay, it's good for monks who want to practice to be alone in the wood, to meditate all day, to be free from communities. This is a good place. So I like to try, So I went there and I asked if I can stay. He said, "You're welcome. You can stay." So I stayed there for about almost 10 days. Okay, and I stay in the cell, which is far away from him. There's no electricity, and I don't see any human being. Okay, it's quiet, and to be honest with you, I was scared, extremely scared. As a monk, what do I scare of? I scare of something I cannot see. I imagine something, that's going to be happening. I build the picture in my mind, and I scare myself. Maybe no such thing. But hey, imagine yourself in that wood with the full moon, and you can see something in the dark, and you hear the birds singing, you hear snake crawling, and maybe the rabbit, or maybe something underneath your cell, and maybe ghosts, and maybe something. So I keep scare myself. The whole body was sweating all night. I couldn't sleep. So I meditate. I samarahang, samarahang, samarahang. Just try to keep myself awake, and then hopefully that samarahang can protect me. Okay. I got scared. So at the end of the night, almost, dawn in the morning, I asked myself, what did I scare of? Nothing show up. Nothing show up. And right next to the cell, there is a walking meditation area. Okay, you can walk, and there is the candle that you can light. You can see it's like 15 feet away. You can see, you can walk back and forth. Okay, and it's good for someone who wanna train themselves to coping with fear, to dealing with fears. And I did that. The first day couldn't sleep. Second day still, having a lot of nervousness and scare. And after a few days, I feel comfortable because nothing show up. But I still imagine something gonna show up. That's my stupidity. I scare myself. And the whole 10 days, nothing show up. Okay. So what I did, I applied the loving kindness. I imagine myself sitting in front of the Buddha, not just one Buddha, I'm talking about 1,000,000 Buddha. Protect me. I share loving kindness to every single spirit that may be needed. Just come and take it. Okay? Just, I'm free from suffering. I share with you my merit. And take it and just go away. Nothing show up, so I can sleep in peace. Okay? So try that. Try that. And I like that. So there was a story I'd like to share with you. This is the story that mentioned in the text as well. The story of Uttara. The lady is named Uttara. She was a newlywed lady. She just got married. Okay? Beautiful ladies. And she loved her husband so much. Okay? Before she got married, she born in the family who have strong faith with the Buddha and the teaching. So she always support the monk, cook food and prepare fine food and great offerings to the monks. But once she got married, she wants to continue what she has been doing. But if she do that, she will not have time to take care of her husband. So she was thinking, what should I do? So she talked to her father, and finally they came up with a solution that, okay, you can ask your husband, is that okay for her to hire the maid servant, someone that can do the work, housework, and take care of her husband, so she can have time to prepare food for the monk every day. And the husband agreed on that. So the time goes by, things seem to be okay, and one day, again, she was there preparing her food, and it takes some time, okay, to prepare good food. And husband standing, behind and kind of overlooking what his wife is doing, okay, and he smiled. He seemed to be happy, admire what she's doing. But the maid servant, that lady, saw his smile and got jealous of not even her husband. She's not supposed to have no right to do that, but somehow she got jealous of the husband smile to his wife. So what she did was, she take a hot boiling butter, okay, the pot that's filled with the hot boiling butter, and about to pour over the head of Uttara. She saw what's about to be happening. Okay, Uttara is the kind lady. She always loved people. She always practiced what we call loving kindness or metta. Once she saw that, she noticed what about to happen to her. So she made a resolution. If any place in my mind, even the little thing in my mind that I have ill will toward my servant, may that butter burn my body, scold me. But, the servant walked toward her and poured the whole hot boiling butter on top of her head. What happened was, she feel like someone pouring the cold water. It's smooth, it's relaxed, it's feeling good. She have a good feeling toward her servant. She has a loving kindness toward her servant that without having her, she wouldn't have time to prepare food for the monk. Well, without having her, no one would take care of my husband. Without having her, no one would take care of my house, keep it clean and organized. So I feel thanking of having her around. There's no way that she would feel bad about her. And that is why, okay, nothing can harm Uttara. So the servant noticed what happened. She feel very shameful of what she did. Okay, so she asked for forgiveness. Okay, and that's the story. That's just one story to mention. Okay, there are so many stories. Okay, and we don't have time to cover everything. So these are 11 benefits of practicing loving kindness. Okay, that the Buddha mentioned himself. Okay, this is not copied from the internet; it's from the text. Okay, the 11 of them. Okay, the first one. Okay, people who continuously practice loving kindness will sleep in comfort. You have a good sleep. You have a good sleep. Okay. For if some of you don't have a good sleep, and this is something that you might be considering to practice, okay, sleep well, have a good sleep. Not only you have a good sleep, you will wake up fresh. Okay, quality sleeping. Sometimes you sleep 4 hours, but you wake up fresh and you can remain fresh all day because you have a quality of sleep. Your mind will remain calm. Okay, even while you're sleeping. Okay. How many of us here usually dream a lot? Sometimes many people, okay. Observe that phenomenon. Why is that? Can you do something about it? Okay. The quality of sleeping, okay, can measure by the energy that you receive when you wake up. If your mind thinking or subconscious mind still working when you in the bed, you cannot have the full rest, body and mind. Okay. Sometimes a bad dream, sometimes you get on the fire or something, sometimes you keep on running. When you wake up, you still feeling tired. Okay, it happens. Okay, I myself, I rarely have a dream. Sometimes once a month or once in every 2 months, something like that. So and I feel good about it. Okay, so observe your own self. Okay, why you don't have a quality of sleeping. So practice loving kindness will be definitely helpful. Second one, you will wake up fresh. You wake up comfort. And the third one, okay, you will have, even though you may have a dream, you have a good dream. Dream of something good. Okay, there's no bad dreams. When your mind is good, when you share loving kindness before you going to bed. Okay, and then you will be loved with people around you, human beings, even a stranger. Okay, sometimes people can feel the energy. Have you ever experienced sometimes you meet someone that you never met before, but you feel good about that person? Many times, right? Again, sometimes you meet someone that you never met before in your life, but you feel like, I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want to be around with that person. There's the negative energy and the positive energy that coming out from the mind of that person. Okay, so practice loving kindness will definitely help increase the quality of the mind. So you will not only be loved by human beings, friends and colleagues, you also be loved by celestial being, a heavenly being. Okay, and then the Deva or the God or again some super power being up there will protect you. Okay. Do you believe in sixth sense? Sometimes you sense things that there's no way that you can prove by a reason why. You just feel it, feel right to do it, and you just do it, and it works. Okay, it happened. Okay, so this is maybe something that coming from your good heart, good mind. Okay, and then nothing can harm you. Fire, poisons, weapons cannot harm you. Okay, because your mind is protected. Your mind is pure. Your mind is so kind. Okay, and the following one is the mind can concentrate quickly. Basically, you have good meditation. Every time you close your eye, you have nothing to be worried whatsoever. It's ready to be still because you are a calm person. Okay, you don't have to worry wherever you go. You have no enemy. And expression have a pleasing looking, especially women. If you like to have a young looking face forever, I think it's something you might want to pay attention to. Practice loving kindness. Okay, it will show up to your looking. Okay, the energy, the aura, the face, the eyes. Okay, the energy will come out. And when someone dies, for those who practice loving kindness, okay, on their daily basis, they will die in peace. The mind will be peaceful, because he has been prepared himself. Okay, calm, relaxed. When it's time to go, just go. And if he failed to attain a certain level of enlightenment or a certain in the deep meditation, he will reborn in the heaven realms. Okay, this is what it says in the text. Okay, I believe we can go. Can give more explanation, okay, if you want to study, but this is just the brief overview of the advantages of the living kindness that the Lord Buddha himself mentioned. Okay, and he also said that hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. It is appeased only by loving kindness. Okay, to deal with anger, okay. Anger cannot solve anger. Anger needs to be solved with kindness. You cannot extinguish the fire with the fire. You need water to extinguish the fire. It's something opposite. Okay? So for people who tend to get cranky easily, tend to be hot temper easily, tend to be annoying easily, this is something I believe is going to be useful in your practice. Okay? I have one monk that ordained with me. He's still a monk. He's about 64 years old, a very successful person, okay? Highly educated, successful business person. But one thing that he did admit that he is a hot-tempered person, get cranky easily. If one sentence he doesn't like, he's ready to explode. And now he become a monk, and that habits come with him. Okay, he always cranky, always complain, cannot find inner peace. Every time he meditates, if someone make noise, and then he quit. That's why don't make noise. Okay, when you walk, when you move your bodies, when you switch your leg. Okay, some people very sensitive to noise. So he is that kind of person. He said, "Luang Pi, can you help me? What can I do? I want to find inner peace, but I don't like what people did. Keep on blaming others." So I said, I introduced him loving kindness. Can you share loving kindness every day, before bed and after you wake up and before you meditate? And he did that. And he see the changes in his mind, in his attitude toward others. It's better, it still need to work on it, but it's better. Okay? So anger, loving kindness is antidote for each other. Okay? And how do we do that? This is the step that I come up when we start sharing loving kindness. Okay, we start from our own self first. Okay, start from yourself first. We will practice together. Okay, tonight. So start from yourself. Love yourself. Share loving kindness to yourself. Okay, and after that we expand. Okay, we moving toward the people in your life, fathers, mothers, family members, friends, people you know, people you feel good, comfortable with. Okay, and move on to people that you don't know them. Maybe people that serve you food, people that clean your car and take care of your house, people that you don't know you meet on the street. They still a human being. They are world citizens just like us. Just share with them loving kindness. Share loving kindness to people in the whole world. Okay, and after that, this is something a little bit difficult initially for many of us to share good feeling or loving kindness to someone that we have difficult time with, we have difficult relationship with, we have conflict with. How can you share love, goodness, happiness to this kind of person? This is something very important. If you can do that, your mind is going to be worry free. It may be a little bit difficult at the beginning, but it works. It works. And the last group of people that we, might want to share loving kindness to them is every being, human, non-human, heavenly being, those spirits who need it. Just share loving kindness. So there are 5 steps. Okay, and how do we do that? This is very simple. I make it simple. Okay, you can say to yourself, "May I be well. May I be back. May I be happy. May I be blessed, and may I be free from suffering." Anything you want to add on. May I be strong, may I be healthy, may I be successful. You just keep on repeating that sentence, that phrases, while you meditate. This is how you share loving kindness to yourself. Okay, what the Buddha did instruct the monk in the story that I told you is a little bit different. That's for the monks, but the same idea. Okay, you can say it silently, or you can say it out loud. Okay, let's say you're alone at home. Okay, it gives different feeling. I try both. It gives different feeling. When you say it, you kind of affirm. It's affirmation that I really mean it. Okay, but in this room, we can say it silently when we meditate. Okay, it's very simple. So start from something simple. Don't complicate it. Okay? You basically you talk to yourself, and then you talk to the second group of people in your life, family, friends, and then the people that you don't know, and then people you have difficulty with, and then every being. Just repeat the same sentences. May you be well. May he be well. May she be well. May she be happy. Okay, just copy and paste. Okay, so with that, I'm done. Anumotana. So feel free to ask questions, and at the same time feel free to take a break. Okay, we will come back and we meditate together for another 45-50 minutes, and I'll walk you through how to actually do it at the end of the meditation. Okay.